Hello, Mr. Banks. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, I know that you had your first time being in a social services agency, and how was that for you?
Well, I felt pretty good about myself at first because when I looked around, some people were dressed like not so professional. So I felt like I came in professional and started getting into it. Then it started becoming very busy and hectic and overwhelming. I was getting kind of drained out because I had to go here, go there. They needed this, they needed that. Can't do this without that. And it lost me for quite a time. So I wasn't really feeling the situation. I'm really just trying to work. I just wanted to go there so I could get some work, get something, an answer,
Mm.
so I can
Basically, you're
start
saying it was
working.
very overwhelming and stressful for you.
Yeah, it's too much.
I can tell. Um, did you think it was helpful for you, or
Right
to a certain
now,
extent?
yeah, right now I don't see how it's helpful. Maybe it'll become helpful, but right now I don't see anything where it's helping.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your environment?
Well, I have 6 kids,
Mm-hmm.
one grandchild. My mother-in-law, she had gave me some land, a little land. Lost my house, so she gave me some land out in the country so I could do some farming. And I got this trailer from somebody, so I fixed it up so me and my family could live in. So right now I'm just doing little odds and ends jobs and farming when the timing is permittable, and that's about it.
And how is that working out for you?
Well, I mean, I get a little money, but I don't get a lot of money. It's not a steady job. It's not something I'm doing every day. When something is needed to be done, I do it. And you can't farm in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
You only can farm in the when the weather's good. So
Okay.
that's how it's going.
And what about everybody else in the household? How's everything going with them?
Well, everybody okay. Um, my wife, she's taking care of the kids, being a good wife, what she's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
My children, they all over the place, and it was a lot of us, so sometimes it's a whole lot. All of us living in one place, 6 kids plus us two, plus the grandchild.
Very crowded, huh?
It is crowded.
Yeah, I can tell that's very crowded. Maybe overwhelming for you at home as well,
Mhm.
trying to get everything that you need,
Yeah, I'm the only one that's coming in and out trying to make the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. The kids, they're not really helping.
And it was very nice that your mother-in-law gave you a place to stay, and your family. So that kind of lifts the burden off you for a little bit.
Mhm.
So I put together an eco map, and basically, an eco map is a graphical representation that shows all systems of your family and how things play a part in your life. And this is a useful way of assessing families. So I put here your work skills, how you're a farmer, and that's pretty good that you have skill in doing those types of things, domestic work, and your family is a big part of your life, and things like that. So look this over and tell me what you think about it.
Look good to me.
Any questions about it? Anything you'd like to add?
No, I just want to work on that work right here. That's what I want to work on, getting that job for my family.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and that's one of our main goals that we'll talk about and work towards. But as far as education, that's very important. That's something that we also have to work on. You said that you don't have much of education, and reading and writing is a little difficult for you.
Mhm. I didn't really complete high school. I had to start working at an early age. I
Mm-hmm.
started having kids, so I just had to drop out of school and basically, I had a good job, and job got shut down, and since I didn't get no type of diploma, it's hard for me to find a job now.
Okay, and did you have intentions on finishing school, or how did that make you feel when you had to stop going to school to work?
I mean, I wasn't always the geek in school. I knew that it's something that had to be done to get a job. But once I found out that the job that I was working at, you didn't really need education, so I just stopped. But I think today people tell me that you need some type of education to get a decent job.
Mm-hmm.
So if education is important, then hey, I'm not going to knock it. I gotta do what I have to do for my family.
Okay. And referring back to this eco map, I basically put this together on information that I gathered when we spoke. So this is basically an outline of things that I thought were relevant to you. So you can always work on it, make changes, things that you feel might not be so correct or things that you would like to address, feel free to let me know.
Okay.
Okay, so from our last session, we talked about work being slow for you and having a large family to support. Yep. I was wondering about your living environment.
Mm.
You say you live like in a country town, and you're living in a trailer park. Something that your mother-in-law gave you a small piece of land, um, so you and your family could have a place to stay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, she gave me land, and somebody gave me the trailer park. And I'm really good with my hands, so what I did was go in, fix it up, make it livable for me and my family.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's good. Um, you were forced to move out of your home.
Yeah, I couldn't afford no rent no more.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned that many jobs require educational experience, which can be a hindrance to you.
Yeah.
Could this be an issue you'd like to address?
What she said?
Could this be an issue that you'd like to address?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll talk about that and basically get you into some sort of training courses so you could have more experience with working with your hands.
I'm very good with my hands.
Yes, that's good. I know that you are looking at your past work experience, and we can get you into those training courses so when you do get a job, you'll have even more experience. So I'm pretty sure that will be beneficial for you.
Yeah.
As far as getting an education, we'll start with obtaining your GED, which is your high school diploma, and taking the basic courses that you need, and that will help you with your writing and your reading and verbal skills. So I think you'll enjoy that too because you're going to need it when you join the workforce.
Yeah. I need a good steady job so I can bring all these skills. I understand education is important.
Yep. And as you see it, there are a couple issues that you have run into, such as lack of education and finding a steady job to support you, your family, as well as yourself.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in considering another theory about how they might attempt to resolve your issues?
Yeah, I'm open.
Okay. So you think that going to college will contribute to you getting a good job?
Yeah, I mean, college hard, so.
Yes, that's understandable, but before we get to that step, we have to get to you obtaining your GED basic knowledge so then you can get into the workforce and move forward with that. And if you feel comfortable enough with wanting to further your education and get into college and take college courses, you can do that. And we would gladly help you do that. But until then, we'll focus on the basic things that you need right now as far as to get you into a decent job and making pretty decent money. With doing this, is there anything that you would want to focus on?
Well, I want to focus on making sure I pass all my classes and
Hmm.
I'm in taking the right classes. And I don't want to be in school for a long time. I just want to do what I got to do and get out so I can make money.
Hmm. Um, Attaining an education is possible, and we will get there, and this will help you get a job. However, there's a process that you need to follow in order to make it to that point. So you have to be very patient with the process and understand that it's not just going to take a day to get to. So
Okay.
that sound okay to you?
Yeah.
Was there a certain times table that you would like to obtain all this?
Well, I want to get my GED in like 6 months or less.
Okay. Um, we can see how that goes. We can keep that in the back of our mind. But like I said, it takes time. Might not take the 6 months. It might take longer than that. But if you do qualify for a position and you may have to take classes, does that sound okay to you?
Yes.
Okay. Um, I think we have identified three major issues to address, and let's review them and make a record of them as we go along. So first, we talked about education.
Mhm.
Um, you have trouble reading and writing, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. And you feel that education can get you a decent job.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to add anything else to that?
Um, Not the education part,
Okay. Second is finding a steady job to support your family.
yeah, that's what I really want right there.
Okay. And transportation. How is that working out for you right now?
Well, I live in the country, so right now, me having a car is no need because everything, I live in a close knit community. So if I can get a job in my community or something, I don't have to worry about it right now.
Okay.
But I guess if I got to take these classes, I'm gonna need to go to the city, right? So I guess I'm gonna need a way to get there.
As far as transportation, are there any type of bus routes, um, things of that nature, maybe like trains, maybe anything of that nature that can bring you to the city or
I mean, they got a bus, but I can't afford no bus.
okay.
That's like a lot of money. I'm trying to get a job, so I don't
Okay.
have no money.
We'll work on getting you some sort of bus pass to get you from point A to B so you can get to your classes back home or to work back home, vice versa, um, things like that. And do you know anybody who could be a reliable source for you of transportation?
No, it's just me and the kids.
Okay. Your mother-in-law doesn't have a vehicle or any access to anything?
Well, I can ask her. Well, I get my wife to ask her. Sometimes talking to my mother-in-law as a man can be a little hard,
Okay.
but I can look into it when I go home.
Okay. And as you said, money for transportation can be a little difficult right now, as I can see with your unemployment situation. So that's definitely something we can work on and look forward to assisting you with. Um, and what do you think about that? Anything you need to add or?
No, I think as long as I can get that transportation to get me to that city, so I can do what I have to do,
Mm-hmm.
that's good.
Yep. And this list sounds accurate to you. The issues that we addressed are everything
Yes.
sounds good.
Yes.
Okay. Um, Now, as far as these training courses, anything specific that you would be interested in?
Do one of these training courses, because if I can get a job, like a factory job, that'd be good.
Okay.
So maybe if I could work on that, getting a class with maybe building stuff or mechanics
Factory
or
work.
factory work.
Mechanics. Anything else interest you?
Maybe construction, a construction job. I heard they make good money.
Okay, that sounds good. And as far as getting your GED, um, that's something you look forward to as well.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds good. So we can work towards doing that, but I need to know that you'll be committed to obtaining this.
I'm very committed because I have to provide for my family. I have to get money, so whatever it takes. I'm not with the long process, but I understand you gotta go through it. So I'm willing to go through this process.
I can tell that you're not really with long processes because you stated that you didn't like the long process with your visit at the social services agency.
Yes, I don't want that.
Okay, so we'll keep working on it, see where we can go with it, and I'll keep you updated with any information that we get as far as jobs, putting you in the right courses, and then we'll start working on goals, 3 goals that you'll set for yourself, so we can move on from there. Um, Other than that, anything else you would like to talk about, elaborate on, any questions, concerns?
Yeah, do I have to go to the social service place to get in that line?
Well, you'll be speaking directly to me, so I'll be your social worker. And whenever we schedule our appointments, you'll be speaking directly to me, and I'll basically help you through the process of getting everything started. So we'll cut down on the lines and things of that nature. Um, so yeah, back to the eco map. Just make sure that everything looks good to you, and look it over sometime. Maybe bring it home to your family. They could look at it. You could talk to them about, if they would like to be a part of the process, maybe look for a job, help out around the house, things like that, so it won't be so stressful on you because that's not what we want. So, everything sounds good?
Yes.
Okay. And as far as reaching these goals, do they sound realistically obtainable?
Yes. They
Okay.
sound realistic. I gotta do it.
Okay. And this, um, okay, sounds pretty good. So we'll schedule for next time, and we'll meet again and move on from here.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes.